KT7 up here. I took a break from YouTube and really enjoyed FF7 Rebirth. What a game! Now I am back. Today, I will review and showcase new Lucielle. She is a 100 cost lighting unit in the Devout group. Her sub-jobs are Grimoire Keeper and Supplicant. Lucielle has the longest range heal in the game. She can cast Re-Raise and Haste for teammates, somewhat of a combination of Felis and Shawls. My Lucielle is only at level 110, but she has been performing quite well. I am impressed. I have added a slide just to go over her AI. Now let's get started. Let's start with her master ability. Besides the lightning element buff, she gets skill activation down 20% for all skills, healing power 15, and crit evasion 20. At level 140, she gets another 200 reduction to her skill activation time, unit resistance 15, plus upgrade to her large healing ability to include restore AP 10 for allies. With her master ability and 140 upgrade, she can one-tick her large heal. Next, her new weapon. This is a very important item for her, the only source of hate down. The magic type is what I recommend. The general ability is magic up 25%, and for Lucielle, she also gets hate down 5, and lower incoming physical damage by 8%. This is her best weapon. Her TMR is an accessory. The stats are HP 282, Defense 7, Spirit 5, Agility 2, and 12 crit evasion. The effects cover a diamond shape area around self. Grants the group 4 turns human resistance 10, and crit evade 10. For the user, magic up 40% for 4 turns. This is a very good TMR in terms of ability and AI manipulation. With this equipped, she will move forward sooner, rather than standing still. Next are her attack type resistances. She has 10 to slash, and 5 to magic. Neutral to pierce, and has -5 to both strike and missile. This is not very good, but it's fine. She is a healer and typically would be in the backline. Her status resistances are 10 to sleep, 50 to stop and immobilize. She does not have any innate curse resistance. It could be a huge problem if you can't keep her in the backline against Sephiroth. Next is the stats comparison. Her HP is at 3508, which is the highest amount healers. Her agility can reach 75 with support ability equipped. And her luck is at 191, very good to increase her crit evasion. Moving on to her main support abilities. Number 1 gives her agility 12%, type chain resistance 40 and wide area guard up to 20. This has to be equipped at all times. Her main support number 2 gives her 24% magic and magic penetration 40. She can deal quite a lot of damage with his equipped, but I prefer her sub support ability. Her main reaction has a 30% chance to proc after taking physical damage. Gives her hate down 3 and HP regen for 3 turns. I don't recommend this reaction, she has a better one. Next her LB, and it has the highest AI priority. Range of 2 and range height of 1. Gives herself and 1 ally Re-Raise. Lower incoming physical damage by 25% while Re-Raise is active, and 4 turns Re-Raise removes ceiling on hit. The ceiling effect lasts for 3 turns. This is a very good LB, the ceiling effect it has is really good. Now let's look at her TP abilities. Number 1 is her Select 2 Haste, has the second highest priority. Range of 4, and range height of 1, and it has a 360 cast time. Select 2 allies, give them 4 turn haste. 4 turn remove courage on hit, and 4 turn water resistance up 30. Also HP auto heal back medium, when the allies HP drop below 50%. Once per battle. That's not all, it also gives Lucielle a 4 times 50% all damage barrier. This is a top tier ability. Haste can free up the TMR slots for your DPS units such as Sephiroth and Cloud. They can equip a high agility TMR that can push their agility to the upper 130s, then she give them haste. The remove courage on hit is very useful against many meta units. The HP auto heal back instantly turn your DPS units into Spring June. And if she casts this on units such as Ashen King who has a HP auto heal back of his own, he will heal twice. Just like this. The 30 water resistance is tailor-made for Sephiroth. This haste ability is one of the best in the game. Her second TP ability is the long range heal. It can cover up to 7 panels away. Recover HP medium for allies. Increase their elemental chain and type chain resistance by 30 for 3 turns. Also give them 10 AP. The 7 panels that it has is intentional, just right out of Sephiroth's LB range. It can heal around 10k when she is at level 140. Her third TP ability is a self-buff and has the lowest AI priority. Increase own agility by 20%, spirit penetration 40, and lower her casting time by 400, all for 4 turns. On most maps, she won't have time to use this ability. Next, let's move on to her main job attacks. The first on the list is a sure hit unit attack. It has range of 5, range height of 2, and the piercing effect. It can actually hit multiple targets very often. Deals large damage and 25% chance to inflict disable. Disable is very scary to go up against, especially if you are running Sephiroth and Gilgamesh. The second attack is her low AP ability. Has range 3 and range height of 1. Before damage, lower target's spirit by 25 for 3 turns, then deals small damage. The third attack is her level 25 ability. A diamond-shaped AoE that can hit up to 5 panels away. Has a range height of 2 and area height of 1. Deals medium damage and increased damage modifier if targets are disabled. Also lower target's physical damage output by 20% for 3 turns. The AI prioritizes her sure hit due to higher damage modifier. She would only use this ability if there is disabled enemy in range. That's all for her main job. Let's move on to her subs. First up, her main job sub abilities. The first on the list is a single target heal with range of 5 and range height of 2. Range height of 2 is very nice. Restore HP large for the ally and increase CT small. This heal has a large modifier, it can restore a lot of HP and will let your ally take a turn sooner. The second ability is another TP skill. Select 2 targets, 25% chance to inflict doom and immobilize. The AI will never use this unless she ran out of the sure hit ability. Her main sub heal is very good. If you want her to be more offensive and move forward sooner, give her this sub and her own TMR. Moving on to her Grimoire Keeper sub. She gets Clandestine Reading, gives her 40 spirit penetration and 12 defense. And Grimoire Keeper Mastery, max HP 12% and magic 24%. These are not very useful to her. The reaction ability is Hidden Resistance. 30% chance to lower her hate and increase her AoE resistance by 40 for 1 turn after taking damage. This is the best reaction in her kit. The 2 notable active abilities are Archaic Healing and Attritional Protection. She does not get the 7.5k HP barrier. She does have an around self-heal, but it is too risky. Grimoire Keeper is not the best sub-job for her, Supplicant is much better. The support abilities from Supplicant are Supplicant Intuition and Wreath of Safety. Supplicant Intuition is the one I recommend. It gives her skill activation time down 200 and increased buffs and debuffs duration for 1 extra turn. It does not affect haste. Haste is a status effect, not a buff. Buffs such as water resistance and type chain resistance would be affected by this duration enhancement. Wreath of Safety gives her 15 AoE resistance and 15 crit evade. These are very good as well, but not the best. The reaction is Charm of Protection. 20% chance to lower incoming damage. The 2 notable abilities are Paired Blessing and Prayer. Paired Blessing is another select 2 buff. Gives HP regen, plus physical and magic damage increase of 20% for 3 turns. Another great ability. Prayer is a small single target heal, nothing special, I just wanted to point out she does have a heal from Supplicant as well. Too bad that they did not give her Rite of Safe Passage, but it would have been too busted if they did. Supplicant is the sub-job that I recommend. Paired Blessing can increase her teammates' damage output and keep Lucielle in the backline for at least 1 extra turn. That's it for her whole kit, moving on to her VC. Her VC should arrive on the same day as she does. It is a Hollow Vision card, and supports Sword Red Mage, Sword Knight, and Staff Devout. The stats are HP 418, Magic 135, and 2 Agility. The party abilities are Type Chain Resistance 36, Physical Wide Area Guard 16, and Debuff Reduction 25. The bestowed effects are Magic 10% and Agility 5%. Hollow ability supports Guild Battle, giving the group 12/resistance. VC Mastery are slash resistance 2 and reduce physical damage by 1% in guild battle. This is a very good card. The party abilities are very meta. Type chain resistance is obviously good against weapon type teams. Wide guard that cannot be dispelled is very valuable. And debuff resistance can lower the resistance shreds effects. However, I think wide guard VCs are meant for the guild battle reserve system. It is best to have one AoE resistance and one wide guard VC in the main slot. For 3-on-3, I still prefer AoE resistance to defend against both physical and magic-based attacks. Or I just run another offensive card in the main slot. This is an awesome VC, but more for future-proofing at the moment. Next equipments, Espers and Truststones. Her new staff is the best because of the hate down. It affects the targeting of her select 2 abilities. If you prefer to haste Lucielle plus 1 ally, the Wizard Rod is the choice. In the second slot, I like the pods from Nier, for the resistance and agility. In most builds, she only gets 1 agility VC support, so giving her as much agility from gear is a good idea. If you miss the pods, the White Cape plus 6 also has 5 agility, plus 15 silence resistance. In the TMR slot, it depends on what you want her to do. If you are on a larger map, give her own TMR so she will move closer to the frontline units to cast the buff on turn 3. If you want to keep her in the backline, give her the new weapon and more agility from TMR. All the high agility magic Espers will work. Regular Siren has attack skill activation time down 200 and 19 agility. An excellent choice. Next, her Truststones. I like shield or barrier on the left for more healing. Be sure to give her curse and silence resistance. On the right, I prefer agility. Giving her attack skill activation down 200 can make her instant cast her attacks. Healing power up is a must-have for her. Alright, before sample teams, let's go over Lucielle's AI. Her AI is similar to Soul, heal if needed, has the highest priority. Then attack, then buff. If she is in range to attack, and healing is not required, she will attack. If you want to avoid getting baited, try to keep her in the backline as much as you can. Next, let's go over her Select 2 haste. They have recently updated the targeting priority of Select 2 abilities on JP, it should come to GL shortly if not already. The targeting of her haste is based on hate value. Her new staff is the only source of hate down she can get. So if you don't have that equipped on her, and all your units have 0 innate hate, then the AI will haste the slot 1 unit, and herself. If she is equipped with her staff, it gives her -5 hate, then she will haste the 2 allies, who both has a higher hate value than her. Depending on who you like to get hasted, give her the weapon accordingly. Now the initial turn order difference between her main job sub and supplicant. If she has her main job sub equipped, and assuming all the TP abilities are turned on, she will always start off with her LB. On turn 2, select 2 haste. Then on turn 3 she will use her TMR. If she is on her main job sub and has Win Veritas's TMR, it will go off on turn 3. Keep that in mind. If she is on Supplicant sub job and have all the TP abilities turned on, turn 1 LB, turn 2 haste, turn 3 paired blessing from Supplicant. Then turn 4 if she is not in range to attack, she will use her TMR. If you want her to use Win Veritas's TMR, give her the main job sub. Okay, moving on to sample teams. I will go over 2 setups that are available on GL first. The first team is one of the most popular guild war team with Sephiroth and Gilgamesh. The VCs that support Lucielle are Sildra, regular Odin, and the Black Rose card. She is here to haste and heal. In a build like this, Sephiroth's agility is at 137, and Gilgamesh is at 125. Those 2 are super speedy when hasted. If you have Sephiroth faster than Lucielle, then her re-raise will go to Gilgamesh, no matter the unit placement. Sephiroth can finally use his debuff reduction ability. The second team is Devout plus Greatsword. Lucielle is supported by the sub-agility card on Cloud, and the 2 cards that she is holding herself. The idea is the same as the last team. She provides haste and healing. Let your DPS go to work, at super high speed. Even though Lucielle is a great support unit, but I still think triple DPS is better for Greatsword. If you are missing a 3rd Greatsword unit, she can be your 3rd unit. The third team, Lucielle with Sword Knight and Warrior. This probably highlights Lucielle's value the most. Cypher does not have courage or re-raise, she can give her those. And both DPS units have a HP auto heal back and they stack with Lucielle's buff. Of course she can put them in overdrive mode with haste. The only VC that supports her is the sub-agility card, but that's totally fine. Cypher is a great counter to Sephiroth. I will have his 140 video uploaded before he drops on global. Next are couple teams that have VCs that support Lucielle. The one at the top is the Spear and Devout team. And the bottom team is Mono Lightning. Both of these teams are not very viable in the current meta. We are in the next gen era. They could be difficult to have success with, but they are still very fun to run. Squall got his upgrades, he is better. But still not quite there. The last team of the day is Lightning Mixed Fire with Sephiroth and Soul. She is basically taking over for her sister. She is a better support unit in every way. Her long-range heal and haste puts her ahead of Shawls. This team is quite strong, and there is always the semi-evade option with Sephiroth. The new JP unit, Shuraka, is a wind magic DPS that does not have courage or re-raise. Maybe they can team up, we'll see. Now let's go to my final thoughts then sample matches. Lucielle is truly an amazing support unit. Her re-raise, select 2 haste, and super long-range healing set her apart from the previous support units. The long-range healing also come with type chain resistance for her allies, making her the ideal unit to bring in the weapon type meta. Her damage output is also very good. Her sure hit attack comes with disable. She can turn the tide of battle not just by healing, she is also an offensive threat. However, everything she offers can be countered by Sephiroth. Haste, re-raise, healing, and auto healback can all be stopped by his LB. Global is entering a heavy release month. FF8 rerun is next week. Starting with Cypher, then his VC. Followed by Fina and her VC on the same week. I don't think it is a good time to spend Vis on a unit that is hard countered by the most meta unit. Yes, when she is teamed up with Sephiroth and Gilgamesh, the team has an edge over the same setup with Glassy. But not 40k Vis better. Plus both she and her VC are not limited. I suggest to save your resources for the upcoming collaborations. Chances are another collaboration is coming to JP in August. That's September in Global. Some of you will probably ask, would I pick her or Fina? My answer is Lucielle. Her select 2 haste has much better long-term value, and she has a sure hit disable to fall back on. Her VC is a skip. I don't think the true value of Wideguard VC is realized at this point of the game. Just wait until you pick it up randomly. Now, let's go to some sample matches. The first match of the day is from June's Quick Pick season. I was trying out Cypher, going up against Lucielle plus Greatsword. This Quick Pick map is a good one for Lucielle. It is long enough for her to cast multiple TP skills. I am at the bottom of the screen here. Lucielle's first action. LB re-raise on Cloud and herself. And lower physical damage taken by 25% when re-raise is active. Also seal enemies re-raise removal on hit for 4 turns. The sealing effect lasts for 3 turns. Second action, select 2 haste. Grant units haste, remove courage on hit, and water resistance up 30 for 4 turns. Also HP auto heal back medium when HP drops below 50%, 1 time per battle. And grants herself a 4 times 50% all damage barrier. My enemy Lucielle is equipped with her hate down weapon. That's the reason the haste went to her allies instead of her. Enemy June just removed my Cloud's courage, thanks to Lucielle's haste buff. This is her own TMR buff. Diamond-shaped AoE around self. Grants the group human resistance 10 and crit evasion 25 for 4 turns. Plus 4 turns magic up 40% for herself. With the water resistance buff, my gym isn't doing much damage to them. Cypher can lower targets' healing power significantly. Don't be surprised if Lucielle isn't healing a large amount of HP. Lucielle is using her large AoE heal. Recover HP medium for allies. Increase their elemental and type chain resistance by 30 for 3 turns. Also give them 10 AP. 10k to herself and much less to her allies because of the healing power down. Here comes her AoE heal again. Cypher is quite strong even without any reincarnations. The second match of the day is Lucielle against SummerGlaciela. She always starts off with her LB if it is available. Then select 2 haste. If you want to know how our AI works, check out the AI section of the video. I went over her buffing priority there. This is paired blessing from Supplicant. Select 2 allies, grants them HP regen for 3 turns. And physical and magic damage up 20% when regen is active. My Sephiroth has total of 60 frostbite resistance. 25 from Dark Bahamut, 25 from Truststone, and 10 innate. The HP auto heal back from the haste just procced on my Sephiroth. My mistake, I forgot to turn off her Shadow Flare from the Black Rose VC. Huge damage on my Gilgamesh. His auto heal back procced as well. Alright, moving on to the last match. This is the last match of the day. Lucielle with Sword Knight and Warrior against Mixed Fire and Lightning. Re-raise on Cypher, perfect. She is doing her job, this is why she is here on this team. Just like her sister. You will get tired of Lucielle's LB really soon. Here comes Sephiroth's LB. Curse landed on Cypher. Re-raise is gone, that is how easy he can neutralize everything Lucielle can do. Select 2 haste for both parties. Cypher is awesome against barrier and re-raise. They are doomed. HP regen from Supplicant. Lucielle's heal has such long range. It is okay for her to stay further back. Including her movement, she can heal up to 10 panels away. This is her sure hit attack. Deals large damage, and has a 25% chance to inflict disable. Okay, that's all I have for today. My FF8 priority list video will be next. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.